All right, we're going to get straight to this. No messing around. Look, guys, this is not some fancy video where images and maps of Tanzania pop up on your screen. No, this is just me sitting on the roof of where I live here in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. It even looks fake, right? The background. It's not fake. To give you a bit of background on me, if you don't know already, if you're new to my channel or my videos, you can check me out on social media, Jesse Clark 95. I also go by the name of Mbongo wa Mchongo, which in Swahili means the fake Tanzanian. I first came to Tanzania in 2021. It's now nearly 2025. I've been going to and from. I have a wife now. My wife gave birth, so I have a Tanzanian son. So yeah, I think I have some decent credibility on what I'm going to talk about. And don't worry, this is not going to be advice to people who are trying to move to Tanzania. No, because I know that's a very small percentage of people that come to Tanzania. This video is general travel advice for people who are coming to Tanzania on holiday, like millions of people do all the time, every year, from all over the world. Let's get straight into it. I haven't thought about this. I haven't memorized it. This is just going to come off the top of my head. First thing that's come to my head is money, right? Now, I'm not talking about Tanzanian shillings. What I'm talking about, well, I kind of am. What I'm talking about is when I first came to Tanzania, and for actually like the first 2.5 years of my time in Tanzania, the way I got money was simply using my British bank card and going to an ATM and pulling out the shillings. I met a friend later on, another famous content creator who's become a good friend of mine now, Bongo Zozo, who said to me, "Man, what the hell are you doing? You're losing so much money." So when you come to Tanzania, even just for a 1 week holiday, do not take money out of a local ATM, even if it's one of the big banks in Tanzania, because the rate that they will give you is so bad, and you get charged at least these days it's like 15,000 shillings, which is about £5 every transaction. So what you need to do is download a money mobile or international payments app. The one I would recommend is Lemfi. Now, I used to use Nala, which is actually a Tanzanian company, but they take ages to respond. I'm not talking rubbish about them, I'm being honest. Lemfi is definitely the best. And actually, this is literally, I would say this even if I hadn't just struck up a partnership with them, but I have just struck up a partnership with Lemfi, but they are brilliant. So if you're in the UK, USA, or Canada, and you want to send to African countries such as Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Nigeria, use Lemfi, Lemfi, and you can actually use my code BONGO to get cash back. Anyway, this literally is not a promotion for Lemfi. That is genuine advice. So you just download that and you can send money to yourself, send money to people. It's brilliant. All right, next thing is this. Tanzanian culture obviously is multifaceted, but respect, and particularly respect to elders, is a massive part of Tanzanian culture. So there is a word and then there is a response word. When a younger person meets an older person, the younger person has to say shikamo, shikamo. I'll probably write it on the screen. I can't be asked to write loads of things on the screen today. Shikamo, it kind of literally translates to, hello, I'm giving you my respect, right? And then the older person would respond to the younger person with marahaba, marahaba. It's very simple, very easy. Now, if you think that somebody might be older than you by like 1 or 2 years, don't say it. That's somebody who is your age mate, and you just give them a normal greeting like mambo, fresh, kamakawa, something like that, right? But if you can see that somebody is considerably older than you, and what I mean by that is if somebody is like 10 years older than you, you should say shikamo, and they will respond with marahaba. And you know, you can do that even when you land in the airport with the immigration officer. If you're a youngish person like myself in your 20s, then say shikamo. They will be really impressed. Right, next thing that's just come to my head is, I think a lot of people, when they come to Tanzania for tourism, they go to Zanzibar and or they go to Arusha, where, well, Mount Kilimanjaro is just outside of Arusha, which is the second biggest city in Tanzania. Mount Kilimanjaro, the tallest mountain in Africa, is in Moshi, which is basically in Arusha. It's like 45 minutes away from Arusha. So I feel like people completely neglect the rest of Tanzania, which is so beautiful. So where I live here in Dar es Salaam, it's not necessarily beautiful. There is, of course, a beach. There are beautiful beaches. There are hotels that have beautiful beachfronts. But in my opinion, the real beauty in Tanzania is when you go inland. So where my wife is from, for example, is a city and a region called Iringa. Now, Iringa, just the drive, when you drive to Iringa from anywhere like Dar es Salaam or from Arusha, you will be mesmerized. You are literally driving through mountains. It's breathtaking. And because you're driving through mountains and the altitude is going up and up, the climate is perfect for me anyway. As a Brit, who I'm used to the cold weather. I like a bit of rain. I like the cold. You just put on a few layers. Dar es Salaam and Zanzibar is far too hot for me. Iringa, you need to take a coat, a jacket, a hoodie. You're going to be wearing maybe 2 pairs of socks. It's cold. And there are other parts as well. There's Njombe, which has snow, Mbeya. All of these places are so beautiful, but they often get overlooked because people are just so focused on going to Zanzibar, which is obviously like the really famous kind of paradise island. And it is. I'm not taking anything away from Zanzibar. It is paradise. And Arusha with Mount Kilimanjaro, technically in Moshi, and most of the national parks are around there. Okay, another piece of advice is Tanzanians, like many other Africans, and this is not necessarily a bad thing, right? It's just the way it is. It is kind of ingrained in Tanzanians, and this is not me talking bad about them, they admit this themselves. Tanzanians have it ingrained in them that foreigners or white people have loads of money, right? So if you're just a normal person from the UK or from America or wherever, and you earn an honest living and you've saved up enough money to come to Tanzania and you're on a tight budget, the locals will think that you grow money on trees. It just literally is like that. So you will be overcharged for many things. If you're buying something from a market, or if you're getting a ride in an Uber or a Bolt or whatever, you will likely be overcharged, even if the price on the Bolt says 10,000 shillings, which is the £3 or like $2.50 US. Even if the price says 10,000 shillings, the driver may well say to you, "Oh, please just give me 12,000, give me 13,000. Life is hard, you know." And if you've got a kind heart, you'd be very inclined to give that person money. But the thing is, if you do that time and time again, it does add up. And you might say, "Oh, well, I'm only here for 2 weeks. It doesn't matter." Whatever. That's fine. That's on you. I'm just warning you. You will be overcharged for a lot of things, and you will get asked for money a lot of the time. That's just the way it is. Right, guys, another thing is, if you're in Zanzibar or Dar es Salaam or kind of anywhere in Tanzania, if you're on a beach or particularly a touristy place, you will get people coming up to you trying to sell you things. Maybe bracelets, maybe pictures, or anything. If you just want them to go away, if you've been hassled enough, you simply say asante. Asante in Swahili means thank you. So you may wonder, why would I say thank you? But that is what you say. You say asante. And if they keep persisting, say it a bit firmer. And you can even add something like asante, basi, basi. Basi simply means enough. It's like, enough, thank you. And they will get it. But trust me, that will happen to you. People will persist, and like the same types of people will come. People selling bracelets, one will come and another one will come, another. You just have to say asante, bas. Okay, my next piece of random advice is, if you're flying within Tanzania, which you probably will be, you'll go to Kilimanjaro or national parks, whatever, then you'll fly to Zanzibar. There are 2 main airlines in Tanzania, Tanzanian airlines. One is called Air Tanzania and one is called Precision Air. Air Tanzania, the logo is like blue. Precision Air, it's green and orange. In my opinion, Air Tanzania is much better than Precision Air. It's Tanzania, so both of them can be late, or delay flights, but Air Tanzania is better, in my opinion. Just everything, like the seats are nicer, the service is better. They are the bigger airline. So yeah, that's my advice on that. Okay, this is great advice. I can't believe I didn't think of this earlier. When you land at one of the main airports, so Dar es Salaam airport is called Julius Nyerere, or in Arusha, right, Kilimanjaro International Airport, do not use the taxis that are there. They'll come up to you and say, oh, are you going to town? Okay, come with me, come with me. They will charge you extortionate prices. I'm sorry, guys, if this puts you out of business. I doubt it will. Use Bolt or Uber. Now, you may be thinking, well, how am I going to do that if I don't have a local SIM card? I don't have data. There is Wi-Fi at the airport. So before you exit Dar es Salaam Airport, Julius Nyerere International Airport, get on the Wi-Fi and order a Bolt to wherever you're going to. It will come. He will try and call you. He probably won't be able to call you. Use a local person's phone. Literally, Tanzanians are so friendly. Just say to someone, hey, I've just ordered a Bolt. Can you help me call the driver or whatever, right? Or if you're struggling to connect to the Wi-Fi, use a local person in the airport. They will help you. That is good advice. You will save a lot of money. All right, guys, to be honest, I should have planned this video a bit better because I can't think of anything else now. I'm sure when I press the red button now and I go back inside, loads of new things will come into my head. If that is the case, and if you think I've missed things, and if you think this video has been rubbish, just comment, let me know, and I'll make a better Tanzania travel advice video. All right, that's it. Yeah, I'm done. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video and you like me. Bye, guys.